This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
You're listening to INCRadio.
Broadcasting live from Chicago, Illinois. DZEM 954 AM station. Here to bring you great conversations about faith, people, places, culture, and recent events all around the district. Join us on YouTube at INCRadio.org. Hello, Northern Midwest and the rest of the world. It's time to get this show started.
Hello, everyone. It is time to get this show started. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone who's tuned into INCRadio Northern Midwest Satellite Studio. For today's broadcast, it won't just be me and it won't just be my co-host EJ over there an hour away or so in Rockford. But if you saw on today's thumbnail for our YouTube link, for our YouTube broadcast, we are going to be talking about our recently held Unity Games Bowling Edition. And so we have with us on the panel today, with us, our guests, some of those participants from the Unity Games, and they're going to talk about their experiences with competing against each other and helping each other as teammates to become successful and helping each other improve their skills. So leave your comments there down below or on the side in our YouTube live chat, and we'll make sure to do our best to look at those throughout our broadcast. But without further ado, let's quickly say hi to our bowlers. I'm going to call them pro just because they're so much better than I am at bowling. First, let's say hi to from Bloomingdale. From how far are you from me? I'm not too sure, but Sister Christy over there. Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for joining. Yes. Oh, I cannot.
Hello.
There you are. We can hear you.
Good afternoon.
Hi, thank you for joining us, and also with us, the husband and wife duo, awesome pro bowlers as well, Yelly and Justin. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good
Hello.
afternoon. How are you doing, everyone?
Yes, we're so glad to have you guys here on the show. I mean, aside from the fact that you guys are just awesome bowlers in general, but to get on with our discussion, how did you prepare for this activity, our bowling activity that we had in our district, not just here in the Illinois area, but also we had another one in Ohio too, for those who live a little further away. So how did you guys prepare for this activity, aside from, of course, playing games like I'm sure that you guys go to often? Do you guys go bowling often?
We do. He does a little bit more than I do. But typically we'll go together or he'll go solo.
How about you?
Yeah, I go with my husband as well sometimes, but not as often as I would like to.
So were you guys able to practice together at least? I'm sure you guys wanted to practice since we're all, getting ready for this event too, right? Might as well practice together if we're able to. So were you guys able to do that?
I think right before Unity Games we had one practice together.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit tricky when we all have such busy schedules, but it's always a lot of fun when we can get together and practice with everyone.
Nice. And I'm sure at times it's not gonna be just you guys as members of the team practicing, right? Because we have had in the past, right, these activities wherein we've included, or all members of our congregation have gone together too. So how is it participating or practicing with like our family members who may not be as much of an expert as you guys are. I'm just gonna keep calling you experts throughout the show, so just don't mind me. But how is it, like practicing with the other members, like our family members, our peers, right?
I think it's oh sorry. I think it's always fun when we have a big group that
Hmm.
comes together. We like to go as a usually like to go as a family, so I'm always with my brother-in-law, my sister, my husband, and then we always join the cabardos. So it's fun when we're all together, and then also when we're with our local congregation when we have bowling activities as families.
Nice. Do you still get like a little competitive, even though we're like in that setting of just casual bowling?
Um, maybe.
Maybe.
A little bit. I feel like it's funny when we have the wives play against the husbands.
Okay.
Um, sometimes it's usually the husbands who beat us, but it's still friendly competition. We have a lot of fun.
That's good. Good to hear. I know. Also, we weren't really, as active bowlers at this recent games, but we were still able to see, everyone else, practicing throughout. Like we saw those from, Indiana, from all over Illinois, maybe a couple from Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. And like I mentioned earlier, we have those who were participating in Ohio and all the way from Louisville, Kentucky, too, in their region. So let's fast forward a little bit to the day of the competition. How do you guys feel?
I was very nervous. Um, but my teammates were there to help kind of calm me down because we knew this was going to be for fun, and it was also nice when we walked in. We got to see brethren we haven't seen in a while, so that helped calm me as well, just to be excited to see a lot of faces that we don't normally see on a daily basis. So
How about for you guys?
It was leading up to it. The team that I bowl with, we bowl together every Monday night, so we're able to be able to work together during those nights. And leading up to Unity games, we've been able to kind of come up with a game plan, try to encourage each other, try to hey, this is what you need to do on the day of, just being good teammates for one another.
Okay, so was that your goal, or did you have a goal that you set for the Unity games, like a personal goal to like, okay, I need to be 200 or something like that, or I need to, get a turkey, 3 strikes? Was that one of your goals, or did you have any other specific goals that you wanted to accomplish, or were you there just to have fun and just do your best?
For like a personal goal, you always want to get the highest score, but
Mhm.
in this type of setting, it was more of a team sport. You want your whole team as a whole to get the highest pin count. So it was more of, you know, I'm gonna get like in like bowling terminology. So it's like, you want to bowl your own line. You want to make sure you have the correct bowling ball. You want to make sure that you're hitting your mark. So those are type of things that our team just like what we discuss during while we're sitting on the bench waiting for our turn to bowl. So there's just constant communication and a lot of encouragement.
Either of you guys want to add
my
anything more?
goal
Yeah.
my goal was to be like Sister Yelly.
No,
And
she,
and how was how do you do that?
um, I was close, but not there.
Okay, and I just want to say my goal is to actually hit the pins.
There you go. Like Justin mentioned, like how to choose which ball to use. Like I'll just use one. Honestly, I don't know. Like I only just have like the one ball that I know. Like I didn't really think about having different bowling balls because right. I mean for those who are more like accustomed to the game, right? There's lane conditions and the type of ball and how you throw, but we're not going to get into those details for this broadcast. right? Because you did mention, Justin, I think you mentioned it first before, but you said that bowling to you was a team sport. Um, do Christine, do you guys agree with that mindset that he had?
Totally. I think it's yes, you score individually, but I feel like as a team, you really, or Justin kind of said it, but you really get that encouragement from everyone on your team, and that really boosts you up. And it's fun too when you hear like, the cheers behind you. They're just watching you as you go, and you actually also get it from the other teams as well, which is also nice. It's never like discouraging. We always high five each other on the way back, or whenever we switch, we say, good job, things like that. I think in that aspect, that you're working as a team like that too, to be able to cheer each other on and just like, be really happy for one another.
I agree. I think also, as a team, we kind of made it a game for ourselves to just have fun with each other as well. And I think we also feed off of each other's energy. We weren't trying to be too serious when we were bowling, and so if we made maybe a mistake that we thought was a mistake, we would always encourage us that, there are 10 frames, so we can always, you know, fix that throughout the whole game. So there's always time to improve. And it kind of showed too, because our second game, all of us pretty much were on the same like range when it comes to score. So we were actually very surprised by that. So
I was there to see that. Yeah, you guys were all within 10 pins of each other, if I wasn't mistaken. So that was true collaboration, I think, just to say right there. Um, yeah, I know you guys mentioned, helping each other like within the team, to do your best. But I think Yell, you mentioned it a little bit too. Did you apply that same support to your competitors, those in the lanes next to you, or maybe not even next to you, but like those who may have been watching too from further down? Were you just as supportive? I'm sure you were, but how did you show that support to your competitors? I guess.
Um, it's always just the cheering and that,
Mhm.
but even the high fives that we give one another, that's like super encouraging. Um, Shout out to Team Naperville, who we played against last week. It's just a lot of fun when you can tell they're enjoying themselves, because that, again, what Chrissy was saying is like it's that energy that you feed off of, and so um, I don't know, it just becomes contagious. I think it's that that happiness that I keep saying happy, but it was a happy
Mhm.
time because we all get to cheer for one another, even if they're not on our team. But they could be next to you, they could be 3 lanes down, and you're still cheering for them. Or you might see a strike like 5 lanes to the other side, and you don't even know who it was, but you cheer for them because they got a strike. So it's just it's so much support all around, and I think that's what makes bowling really great. You could be bowling next to a stranger and they'll still cheer you on if you do really well.
And it's just really encouraging because when you see someone doing well in bowling, it also encourages you to want to be, to do well as well, to be better. And when you have great competitors and you have great teammates, it boosts your confidence. It encourages you to want to go after your personal best, to succeed and do better than when you did before. So um, I say like it's also, it's everyone working together, everyone encouraging each other.
Okay, so I think you kind of hit the nail on the head with the next question that I was gonna ask, because these events, right, they're part of like we have basketball and volleyball and other sports as well, but they encompass what we do in the church as unity games, right? So how did these games, this bowling competition, define unity to you?
um, I think it's exactly what Yelly was saying about us competing with the other local congregation, which was Naperville in our lane. We really, it almost seemed like we were both just one team. As we were bowling, whenever somebody would bowl, we'd high five or we'd say like, "Oh, you'll get it next time," something like that. Just being encouraging all throughout, not just to our teammates but also to them as well. So, yeah, I think that's what unity is about.
Nice. Anything more from you two? I saw you guys,
Yeah,
responding, agreeing with what
yeah,
Chrissy said.
it really is unity. Like I was saying earlier, bowling is not so much individual. It is, but it's also very team oriented, and you really sense that unity when others are cheering for you or you're cheering for others, or um, even my husband was playing 10 lanes down, but we would see each other, visit each other just to see how we're doing. It's just being able to, like, I don't know, see everyone play, all be in the same page of the enthusiasm, the energy, the encouragement. It's, yeah.
Awesome. So, I mean, for those who want to participate in these games, right? Because they're all skill levels who participate in these unity games, right? They're not all pro like you guys. There may be like just novices too, right? Those who may just be bowling for the fun of it. So, last I guess question for this part: do you guys have any advice, or for those who may like hesitate to like want to join in these because maybe they feel like their skill isn't as good, like they might just throw gutter balls all the time, or like what Elson said earlier, right? His goal is just to hit the pin, maybe at least. So how do you respond to those who might hesitate to join because like maybe they just don't feel like it, or they feel right like their skill isn't up to par with how everyone else does?
I mean, I want to say that I was that person. Like, I didn't want to sign up for any sports really, because of maybe not how confident or not
Mhm.
confident I was. But the more you play, and if you find the right company to play with, like we, found our company here, our families, we all like to bowl together, and that was what really encouraged me personally to practice and hone in on my skill and just be more confident. And so I guess my advice is just don't give up. It's really not as intimidating as it might seem. And it's a lot of fun, really, really fun. So yeah, just go out there, practice, play, and then sign up.
And to be honest, we all start at level one. That's how I see it. It's we all start from the bottom, and like what Yoli said, to continue to practice. Be around players who know the game. Shout out to my brother in Nebraska, who my brother-in-law in Nebraska, Cree Lester, who helped me gain that confidence to want to continue to bowl. Then when I moved in Illinois, I was able to meet a couple more Kuyas who also know how to who are well versed in bowling, and so you just learn from those who are around you. Talk to pro shop owners. They know a lot of stuff. So just when you come into bowling, don't be intimidated. Just go out there, have fun. Like what EJ said, try aim for all the pins. That's the main thing to do. But you start from the bottom and you work your way up to the more get better.
Yeah, I agree too. I think just do it. What's nice about bowling is that anybody at whatever age you are, you can play. Um, if you start off as a really young and you need bumpers, you can always have bumpers. But really, I think with bowling, it's a lot of practice, which is anything that you're gonna get yourself into. You got to practice to want to succeed in it, and it's just like Yeli and Justin said, having a good support system. My husband is a big support for me, and so is my sister, who She was actually in a bowling league at school, and so I really look up to them, and they are the ones that have helped me as well to just kind of hone in my skills as much as I can. And then, of course, continuing bowling with my team and our friends and everything too. So, yeah, just play. It's fun.
I look up to Sister Kristen too.
Me too.
We look up to we look up to each other.
That's awesome. I love that. See, awesome. You heard the advice from our guest today. See, just have fun. Doesn't matter how many pins you hit. You can just work your way up, and that's the same thing I think I saw in our live chat from Rhea Pereño. She said, just aim for one, and then move up from there. Aim for two, then aim for three. So no problem there. Awesome. Well, for anyone who's hesitant to try bowling.
And actually, like speaking of like our live chat, I already saw it earlier. Like what someone like the hashtag like teamwork, which is kind of like what the essence of what we're talking about today, and also the word that our CS department is going to teach us about. So let's find out how you sign the word teamwork. See.
This is your
Hello everyone, I'm Brother Cameron, the CSP advisor. Today's sign language word of the week is teamwork. So teamwork is done this, teamwork. Teamwork.
This is your sign.
Thank you to our city's department for teaching us how to sign the word teamwork. If I got that correctly. And as a result of those teamworks, we do have a lot of we're gonna get through a lot of like the winners for our Unity Games bowling issue, which we had last week. So let's find out who won those different games. So for the women's team high series, we have the local Naperville they placed third place in the women's team high series, and then that is followed by Park Ridge in second place, and then Bloomingdale in first place.
There they are.
There you can see our guests on the show earlier as well. And now for the women's individual high game, we had Sir Crystal Gaviola from Chicago winning third place, Sister Melanie Lopez from Naperville winning second place, and Sister Leonora Williams from Park Ridge as well winning first place. And now for the women's individual high series, Christy Maliari winning from Lena, winning third place. Yeah, she's joining us in the panel here today. And in second place, Sersiana Ikotan from Park Ridge. And in first place, also joining us here in the panel, Sister Yali Camargo from Bloomingdale. I'm seeing a lot of Bloomingdale. Wow. Yeah, all the bowlers are in Bloomingdale. Yes, in the men's team. Yes, in the men's team high series, we have the local congregation of Lake County winning third place. In second place is the local congregation of Naperville, and in first place is Bloomingdale. Like
I know them.
I said earlier, all of our bowlers are in Bloomingdale. Yeah, if there's ever an international Unity Games for bowling, I know which locality. For the men's individual high game, we have Brother Dexter San Gabriel from Bloomingdale winning third place. In second, and actually, for first place, we have a tie between Brother Ricky Santos from Chicago North and Brother RJ Gallon from Naperville. Their scores were even, so they both tied for the first place. Now for the men's individual high series, we have Brother Conrad Castello from Bloomingdale winning third place, Brother Randy Lopez from Naperville winning second place, and Brother Benito Sumang the fourth from Chicago winning the first place.
Congrats.
And now this is for the Ohio region. If you remember, we had two venues, and one of them is in Fairfield, Ohio. So for the men's individual, Brother Reggie Bautista from Indianapolis won the first place in the high game, and in the high series, Brother Ramon Hippolyta won that he is from Cincinnati. And second place for the high series is brother Jonathan Wong, also from Cincinnati. And for the women's individual games, for the high game, first place placing is Irene Villanueva from Cincinnati. Actually, all of them are from Cincinnati. First place in the high series is Sister Maureen Kagoya. Sorry if I mispronounce her name. Just let me know there in the live chat how to pronounce it. And then second place for the high series is Sister Aurora, was also from Cincinnati. So again, congratulations to all the winners, and of course to everyone who participated in the activity. I'm sure you all had a lot of fun. And I saw someone put it in the live chat. The pizza was yummy. Yes, it was. our upcoming activities. We still have more activities, not just not just the union games. This is another sports activity. We have the volleyball clinic and CWS game, so that will be held on March 8th at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Wintrust Sports Complex. So, sorry, if you have any questions, contact your local CFO officers for more information. And then following that is the Tagisan ng Talino. We have the local level competition, which will be held from March to April. And then we have the district finals in June. So again, contact your CWS officers this time around for more information if you want to participate for that activity. And yes, we hope you're all looking forward to our different activities going on in our district. And speaking of, I know another thing that you're all looking
We
forward
have more
to
winners
is,
to talk about.
yeah, it's more winners to talk about, right? Oh wait, sorry, I closed the tab for that. Okay, there we go. Now I have it open again.
Here it
So let's find out who won our hashtag challenge from last. So this is from last week. Let's see.
I still can't do the song. Sorry.
Okay,
All right.
let's see. Honorable mentions first. Thank you for tuning in with us last week. Thank you, my Okajal and I'm sorry, there's a lot of names.
There's a lot.
I'm not too fast in reading. And then fourth place for local condition is Rockford. Sister Diana Rosario wins the fourth place. In third place is Lake County, and Brother Noel Rosario wins the third place. Now in second place is Bloomingdale with Brother Noah Del Rosario winning the individual second place. I'm seeing a lot of Chester.
Nice.
So now, yes, I expected this. In first place is the local congregation of Chesterton, Brother Miller Murphy, winning the individual first place. Yeah, I saw a lot of Chesterton, and I was like, okay, I think I know which Michelle's going to win the first place.
Congratulations,
Chesterton. Yes, and to everyone who participated in our hashtag challenge. I'm seeing a lot of different hashtags in our live chat, so I'm I'm wondering who's gonna win next week, but we'll find out. We'll find out in our next episode. But first off, we have to. I know you want us to keep going, but we have to end our show for today. We'll see you again next week. But before that, we do want to give our special thanks first off to our district ministers here in Great Lakes, Brother Arthur P. Agad, our assistant district minister, and Brother Elmer A. Sarmiento, our district minister, and of course, a very special thanks to Brother Wally Taray, our INC radio station manager, to Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo, our CEBSI president and CFO coordinator, and most especially to Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister. Keep being phenomenal to everyone out there, and we'll see you again next week. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Be phenomenal athletes.